maybe. Welcome, everybody. It is Wednesday night. It is a Dynamite review night. My name is Cactus Katie. My co-host, that direction, is the sheriff. And then later on, we will have our good friend, Nat Mad Dog Kelly, joining us for the news and the main event. So we hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday night. We just wrapped up Dynamite for this week, I should say. And you know what? We started the night off with I don't know what the best word to describe this is, but it was considered the all-star eight-person tag team match.
See,
Um, this is the clusterfuck that met at the intersection
can you say
of
all the names?
AEW. Yes, Kenny Omega, Mark Briscoe, Speedball. Um,
Really?
then you had Teska, you had Matthew Jackson, the EVPs,
You can
and
say the Young
then
Bucks,
you had
sure.
Ricochet. Yeah,
Yeah, I see you
Young
sped right
Bucks,
past
Ricochet,
Takeshita, but we'll let you get away with it.
Takesta. Yeah,
Works.
I said it
Close
quite
enough.
quickly, but I got it in. Yes. So, but I think it's Speedball. Is it
Mike Bailey.
Kevin Bailey?
Mike Bailey, yeah.
Mike
You
Bailey,
might
I
be
think.
thinking of
Hey
Kevin Knight.
Jeffrey, what's up, guys? Welcome, Kevin Knight. They came about the
Yeah,
same
it's nice.
time, so yeah, there you go. You know,
This match was certainly an
commentating had a
all-star
field day.
commentary.
It was
Oh
an
yeah,
all-star for sure.
especially when it came to
Commentary.
I liked the spot where they held the two of them into like a tombstone, and then they jumped off of the
Yes.
top rope, two of them, and then they kicked the others in the back, and then they just sentoned the other guys laying on the ground. It's a bit of a clusterfuck. I barely paid attention to this episode. Let me guess, were you watching basketball
It
too?
was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, were you? Is there a playoff game
Exactly.
tonight?
You
Who
know,
knows?
between hockey and basketball and AEW Dynamite, I I don't know what to
Yeah,
say. I don't
that's
think we were in the
a
top
lot
two.
going on. I unfortunately
It's a lot.
my Knicks, they let me down. They let me down. Lost by 3.
Mm,
Hmm.
sorry to hear that. Well,
It's
what I was
horrible.
saying about commentary was that they were all over Briscoe tonight. They
Hmm.
were saying some crazy stuff. But he was all over the match. He was on one guy. It was the Mark Briscoe against, six other people. And he brought it, and then unfortunately Ricochet took him out at the end. Oh no, I'm sorry, Takeshita took him out, but Ricochet was very involved. So
Yeah, which I'm glad to see, and I'm glad to see Ricochet got a win because I'm really liking his character. Even though he's a heel, I'm sorry to say. It really was Mark Briscoe against the world. Always let everyone down. Don't, yeah, isn't that the case? Lost to the Houston Rockets right now. I saw that. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, that they are playing. Um, I heard because I remember my friend texted me. I think Houston might have like won pretty badly. I haven't seen the score, but I think that they put a little bit of a beating on the Golden State Warriors. Ricochet didn't walk out against the Young Bucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It really like to your point, Katie. It kind of was Mark Briscoe against the world. Like that guy had two teeth and a dream. Okay,
It
unfortunately, it wasn't.
was.
The EVPs and Ricochet did win. The best EVPs. Best is a subjective opinion.
Well, it is. That is very true. But you know what? An MVP is not. That is a name and title given to our buddy Ma Marvin. What was it? Marvin
Don't worry. I got you. Montel Vontavious Porter.
Montel. There you go. Yeah, he's more than just the most valuable player. He is the MVP, and he is out
This is true.
back behind the scenes.
Same.
Yes, there's a lot that goes on tonight, guys. We're gonna get to all that. Don't worry.
And they were the
Yes,
main
hi
event.
Bobby.
Hiya, Bobby.
I know that was the main event. Um,
Montes.
but they were in the back, in like the loading center of this Coliseum, and am I wrong when I say these random people
Hold
were
on.
back
Okay.
there?
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure it's Montel. I was like, am I wrong? Sorry, go ahead.
Jeffrey, keeping the sheriff on her toes.
I was about to say, yeah,
Um,
you just got me there.
but okay, so we're talking about MVP with Bobby and these people were back there. Were those people significant of any kind, or were they just part of the village people that just came out?
They are enhancement talent. I'm 99.99999% sure. Because they were taking
Okay,
bumps and
so
stuff.
they got their,
They're extras, basically.
okay, that makes sense. So they got their 5 minutes of fame by the Hurt
Autocorrect.
Syndicate.
Listen, autocorrect. It's never ducking. It's never that. We're always saying the other word that you want to correct us from. MJF need to let go of the search syndicate quick because he's doing too much to please the group. Listen, he's now got a little bit of a direction. They hurt people. That's what they want. They want to see him prove that he can do that. So,
Well,
oh,
you know what?
could you imagine, like, oh, if you face me and you beat me, you can join the Hurt Syndicate? Maybe that's where they're going with it. Who knows?
Ooh,
That would be interesting.
that's a whole different level for MJF. I don't know if we can handle that one.
Well,
I
he
don't know
said
if
he
MJF can handle
later on
that
in
one.
the night, but I guess we'll get to that. But yeah, basically,
Yes.
they the Hurt Syndicate hurt people, so they hurt some people backstage who were fans. They're posing as fans, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we're just gonna beat you up." So
Pretty much. Well, after that, we had the Ops out there having their little debut for the night.
this is
And
true.
you know what? Samoa Joe called out Moxley. I
He
know,
accepted
Bobby.
Moxley's challenge.
It really does.
It says something when the champion wants to put his title on the line.
Oh,
It's you. Yeah, trusting MJF is always a mistake, but
oh,
he's like,
David.
I will face you.
David.
I can beat the Hurt Syndicate.
Ooh.
You know what? I just can't.
Interesting. We got
What?
a bet here. I don't
You know what?
know. I don't know.
I respect the heart. Do I think that Ops need new music? That's true. I kind of like
Yes, they really do.
yeah, I'm like just get Hook's old theme and let's what was that, Action Bronson and just come out to that. I think that will work. But Yeah.
Ugh, it's just not hypey enough for me. You
It's
know? I
not doing
mean,
it doesn't make you want to do the it doesn't want to make you
it
want to do
does
the jump.
that doesn't do it for me. No, no, not my thing.
Yeah.
But
By the
you know
way, for
what?
Joe is so you know you did something right when the champion wants to challenge you and face you, right? But Joe is basically saying I will face you for the title, but I want it to be in a steel cage, which you guys can still
Tony
see and hear
Khan
me.
grants it.
You guys can still see and
Tony
hear me,
Khan
right?
grants it. Yes.
Because my screen just went completely black. I have no idea why.
Oh no, are we back?
Well, I'm still here allegedly. Allegedly, rumor
Yes,
has
you
it
are.
my screen is just black. That's really
Not
weird.
the black screen of death, Sheriff.
Listen, I don't know why it's doing me like that. But keep going, keep explaining the
All
match.
right. Well, Samoa Joe does end up calling out Moxley, and the Death Riders attack him. Shocked, not shocked. Um, then we go into a remarkable Renee interview with the CEO. And it was a beautiful setting. She had all her belts lined up, and they were just, walking down memory lane. They were talking about future, past. They were talking about it all. It was a great interview.
Yeah, she was saying, she's the greatest or one of the greatest of all time because she's got
Yeah,
all these belts. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue. I mean, she does have all the belts. I mean,
she
what
has
else is there?
all the belts except for the one that Tony Storm has. She has all the belts, and
Yeah,
if she,
update. My computer is still bugging out. I mean, you guys can still hear and see me, but it's just like
yeah,
it's just like not letting me really do anything. I can't even see all the comments from Jeffrey, from
oh
David, from Bobby.
yeah,
Why it do this?
they're they're there. They're talking about Mercedes looking like a lady in red. Ooh, you're right about that. You can't deny a red dress. You know, Mercedes is overrated as hell. You know what, Bobby? I'm not
Who said that? I'm
disagreeing.
so glad I wasn't able to see that.
I'm not disagreeing with you. She's had these belts a long time. She has a very long time. She's had her time. We'll see what happens. I want to know what's going on with our glamour queen here. Any idea what's going on with her? Maybe Mad Dog can get us some information on Mariah May. Uh,
Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It's a bidding war going on, okay?
I think
And
so. I think
I'll
so.
I'll say this. Well, actually, I think I said this before. Tiffany, right?
Tiffany
When
time?
Mariah makes that, no, not Tiffy time. I mean, time's up. When Mariah makes that jump, it is over for Tiffany. No hate. I think Tiffany is I think
Oh,
she's
she
good.
could take
I,
her.
I just think Mariah is kind of
A better
better
glam.
and just almost anyway. And when you have two people who have very similar, I guess, aesthetics and gimmicks, one will always overshadow the other. And I just think Mariah is further along. Currently, Tiffany is still very young. Oh, they both are. They have time to
Oh my gosh,
kind
they're
of
both
grow and adapt.
young.
But yeah, so, but yeah,
So young.
if I'm Tiffany, I'm like, stay in AEW. Just don't go over here.
Stay. No, they do not want that. Because I agree. Mariah May is, you know what, Jeffrey? You know what is Barbie time? That save that comment for the main card event tonight, okay? 'Cause that's how I feel about Kyle Fletcher's attire. It is Barbie 101. That is not even Ken. That was straight Barbie. So we'll come back to that comment. But Renee had a double interview back to back. She did the CEO, and then she had a live interview with the patriarchy and the current Ring of Honor champ in his family. So you
Ring
had
of Honor.
Wayne, yes, and Christian Cage would not let anyone talk but him.
Because he's
And
the patriarch.
so, because he's the
And
patriarch, it goes without saying how this should go. But, you know, and then we have Jay Lethal come out and threatens him into a match. I, he was not ready for this match. He did not want this match, but the patriarchy said, you are going to prove it. You're going to prove your win. You're going to prove your worth, and you're going to go out there and win tonight. So Nick Wayne has to do it. And you know what, Jeffrey, I agree with you. I think he is going to end up, something's going to happen here. I don't know if he's going to take out Christian Cage himself, and that's why they're giving him so much publicity. I don't know. Charmaine! Girl, I'm so glad you could stop in and say hi to us, even if you think that AEW sucks. That's okay.
can't even see
Oh,
it.
and
My
Bobby.
computer is still bugging out. I don't know.
That's
Or
all right. We
actually,
got you. We got
you
you.
know what? You know
I
what
can
might be
see if it's
better?
showing. I can
I'm
see
gonna
that. Yes, for sure.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
All right. Well, you know
If
what? Let's just
you
hit a commercial break real quick
yeah.
and give Sheriff a moment, and we will be right back.
Previously on the Mike Knox Show.
Jonathan, Horatio, Rodriguez, Tom, Brady, the GOAT, Hill, Tupac Shakur, or Mo Hitter Cena is your 17-time World Heavyweight Champion! Yes, my pick was Bianca Belair. My pick was wrong. I knew my pick was okay, but that's okay, y'all, because I'm surrounded. Y'all know what it is in the chat. Come on. BGM. Oh, BGM. Oh, BGM. Y'all done seen this beautiful black girl magic? Look at that. Look at that. Look at her face. She came out and gave herself her own flowers.
Mm-hmm.
She came out and gave herself her own, and you dumb son of a she should turn heel. I heard somebody say she's already healed. Lady, hear that, ladies? I'm not going. I heard somebody they tell me that she was already healed. Honey,
Okay.
look at the girl and her roses. Did you see the injury? This is why she can't go heel. I say it all the time. This little white girls dressed up like Bianca Belair. The double nuts? The double gizzy. The double gizzy. The double nuts? And I don't even know who the little girl is. You
The
can,
little girl.
are you going to? The most she's going to be, Honeybee, is a tweener. Go right ahead. I'm sorry. She'll never be full-blown heel. She'll be just what John Cena was, where he just got booed, and people cheered him or they booed him. Point blank and simple.
Bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it. I just had the balls.
Hello, it's just me, but this is way too big of a screen for just myself. Still don't like that one. Wait, well, we just went to, minimalist here. You know what? Let's grab oh, Sheriff may be joining us in just a minute. But yeah, so I don't know what y'all thought about tonight, but I'm gonna say there was some ups and downs. There was ups and downs on every single match. Every single match had a good and bad part to it. But you know what? The main card event, I was really hoping for an outcome. I did not think I was gonna get this outcome. And then, you know what? We're going to have to talk about that part more later. But let's just say I can't believe what I was watching. Okay? So, as we continue to wait, oh, Charmaine, I'm just I'm just here today, okay? We're just here today, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody here tonight. Um, Kyle Fletcher, I wouldn't even consider him Ken, okay? He was straight transcend. I don't even know what the word is, proper word called is, where he was trying to be Barbie, okay? Okay, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I'm back.
Hi,
Hello.
Sheriff. Welcome back. What is it? I don't even. I don't even know.
Oh no,
Oh,
they was in here doing you dirty. Come on. Listen, my computer went rogue, okay?
I know.
All I
Yes.
saw was MJF button. I went, wait, what?
Oh, no, no.
Hi,
But we were
Charmaine.
talking about
AEW suck, Young Bucks suck,
Kyle
Mercedes.
Fletcher.
Look
Yes,
awful
Kyle
in.
Fletcher looked like Barbie tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
look like he always looks like Barbie. The shit.
He, I
You ever
mean,
seen
the
the same?
necklace is just
No,
awful.
no. Tell Lewis that there's only one sheriff in this town, and this town ain't big enough for two of us.
Ah,
Okay? Doesn't like
give me Buzz
AEW.
though.
Just come on. It's a hater.
The
My computer
computer
is
is
a
being a
bit of a
hater.
hater. Dynamite's fire tonight. What's up, everyone? Hello.
You know what? It was some good and bad parts to it. Exactly. But you know what? Our next match is a fire match. It was straight fire. This is Niu. I don't know if I said that right. Niu, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go with that one. All right. And Tony Storm. Okay. Uh, shocked this match went as long, did not go as long as the opener. My God, you could have eaten your popcorn, gotten a refreshment, and filled up on your blue slushy by the time that match was over. But
Yes.
this match was really good. There were some great moves in this match. There were heel kicks, there were German suplexes, there was hip thrusters, hip attacks by Tony Storm. It was a great match.
Yeah,
I
Nia's
thoroughly
really.
enjoyed it.
She clearly knows what she's doing. They said she's kind of on a tour right now, like she's wrestling all over the United States right
All
now. So
over.
I forget what they call that, but I think she's on her
Like,
it's a tour where they basically go around and wrestle to basically learn and get experience. So I think she looks good. Tony Storm's a real MVP of AEW. I agree with this very much.
yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
The Sheriff the Marshal is looking absolutely not. First of all, he's got to respect his tribal chief, tribal sheriff. Thomas Tony survived by the skin of her teeth. Oof.
It
There
was
was
a good match.
Tony Storm.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I read that right. How
good
old is
match.
Renee? Paquette?
How old is Renee?
I got you right now.
Good
Renee,
question. I think I'm guessing
take a guess.
43.
Oh,
That's my guess.
you would probably be very offended. She's 39.
39. Okay. I think I did know that. I'm so sorry.
No one ever wants to be guessed older, but that's
How I know. I'm sorry, Renee. I love you so much. Um,
how old am
but
I?
I think
It's
John Box
5, 4.
27.
Oh wow, you actually got it right. Well
If I
done.
remembered.
Well,
And you
even
are
though
not the youngest person on UPR.
not anymore. Yeah. Well, I never was.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
I think yeah.
We have a Mr. who is younger. So, yes.
I'm
Charmaine. See?
oh,
You're good. You're
congrats.
right there with them. Yep. Still talking about Charmaine's birthday. That was almost a month ago.
Wait.
Oh,
Did you say March?
Charmaine.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be 44 in March. March passed. I didn't even notice that, Charmaine. That
Yep.
you just did that. Well, I guess she's talking about. Are you talking about next March, like next year? How about? Oh,
Uh,
I sent you all
I
a
don't
video
know.
just now about my message to the Hurt Syndicate. Please make that video go viral because I want to put these clowns straight in the place, and I'm not scared of 3D bombs. And so, can I tell you something? When I was young, when I was a wee girl, me and my
A
best friend,
wee girl.
when I was a wee lad, well, I think a lad is a guy. When I was a wee gal, me and my best friend sent a video to the Hardy Boys challenging them for the tag team titles. We were delusional.
Challenging.
And you know,
Clearly.
maybe you're gonna have better luck than us next year.
Well, I don't know where you sent that video, but if
Okay.
you'd like it to send it to unpopularreview.gmail, we will do our best. So, yeah. But you know what? We have the CEO coming out after the Tony Storm match, where Tony Storm did reside as, I don't think it was a title match. I think it was just a match.
Yes.
And yeah, it was just a match. So she did win. The CEO, Monet, did come out afterwards and make her appearance in her threats. But you know who wasn't putting up with that any longer? Jamie Hayner. She said, "We've seen enough of you." I personally do not think Jamie Hayner is going to be the one to take down the Mercedes. I
She's
think we're going to
not,
continue this
but
on.
if she did, I wouldn't be mad at it. Jamie Hader was
No, I
like, "Don't
wouldn't be
you be
mad.
overlooking me," because Mercedes came out there like, "Yeah, I'm 4 belts Monet, about to make it 5 when I take the AEW Women's World Title from Tony Storm." And then Jamie Hader's like, "First of all, me and you have a match in the tournament. How you looking past me? We're not doing that." So yeah, she came out there
No.
to remind her that yeah, you got to get through me if you want to do that. And Jamie Hader is a former AEW Women's World Champion. She wants her
Yep.
title back too.
Yeah. They're,
Well,
I mean, I get why this is the match that we're getting,
right.
but is it the best situation? I don't know.
Oh,
Hmm.
AEW Dark. That must have been a while
Ooh.
ago because Dark hasn't been a thing in a while. Soon to be 5 belts when they. Oh,
I know.
Fernando's.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But you know what? We got to get back to these boys of AEW, and this is going to be where Don Callis is in the back talking with some other boys, and there's Kyle Fletcher
He's with
there, and they're
the Don
talking
Callis
about
family.
Will. Okay, let's just general people here, the Don Callis family. And they're talking about Will Ospreay, of course. And he Kyle just
Well, that
that's how I feel
explains it.
about that.
He's not a
That was
fan
a
of
boring ass segment.
John Monkey need to go.
I just can't get behind him.
More House of Black. There is no more
John
House of Black.
Monkey.
Y'all can
Nope, no more House of Black.
Malachi, is he
So,
Alistair again now? I think he's back over in the dub. But anyways, I guess
you
we
know
can move
what?
on from the
There's a
boring
lot of talk about John Monkey in the W right now.
in the W.
Because yeah, they want him back. I
You
do
mean the
not
E?
see it happening in the E. Yes.
Yeah, AW would be the W, but um,
Yeah.
oh, they want John Moxley
Yes.
back. Why? So they can do another Shield reunion?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
Seth has the title currently. And
I'm trying to think. Do
CM
I see
Punk.
that happening?
I
I think
don't
that his
see
deal. I
Moxley
think his
leaving.
current deal with AEW is still long. So the answer
Yeah.
is no.
No.
Yeah, I
Nope.
think his deal with
Unless
AEW is
something.
pretty. They wouldn't. Well, then again, I say they wouldn't do all this if it wasn't. They did put the title on him without a contract before, so who knows? But
That's true. All right. Well, you know what? We have Mr. MVP out talking with the Hurt Syndicate again, reassuring that they need to get those 3 thumbs up. He invites MJF out onto the ring to get those official thumbs. Sounds so weird to say this. But long story short, what happened, Sheriff? What was the final outcome?
He got 2 thumbs up,
Yep.
which is usually a sign of good, but you need 3 out of 3. You need to be flawless, trifecta. And, unfortunately, he got
Bobby,
Bobby told him no. He
Bobby
told him
still said no
and he
again.
took the car, and he took the money, and he took the women, and Sheldon took the watch. And, MJF still didn't get into the Hurt Syndicate. So he was a little frustrated. So he's like, what do you want from me? Do you want some Rogaine? Are you aware of what Rogaine is?
Oh, and he's screaming. He is not happy.
Yeah, and the crowd
Sheriff
was
is saying
clearly
it
around
very
for
nicely.
because that landed with the crowd. They were like, oh. It also landed with Lashley, who was like, no. So he yoked him up, and then he's like, what'd you say to me? And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm being serious. I just I want us to be bros. Can't we make, he's like, okay, so obviously, I didn't think I needed to spell this out for you, but we are the Hurt Syndicate, and we hurt people. So if you want to impress me, then hurt someone. And then maybe you'll have value
Ah,
to us. So we're going to see Bobby Lashley, not Bobby, we're going to see MJF on a mission to prove
yep.
himself in this way so that he can join the Hurt Syndicate. Just had to talk an ish to Bobby Lashley. That is true. He needed to kind of show that he's not a pushover to hurt someone. Yeah.
Correct.
I wasn't
Correct.
sure that it would lead to a match between them because I don't see MJF beating Bobby Lashley. Maybe even if maybe
No.
he faces Bobby Lashley and loses, but he put up such a good fight that Bobby's like, okay, maybe that's where it goes. Couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Maybe. Maybe, but I for sure do not see MJF lasting in the ring with Bobby Lashley. It's just not a good possibility.
Very, very, very Jeff Jarrett. Did you see? Maybe Matt Mad Dog will bring it up, but Jeff Jarrett did not have some nice stuff to say about Jeff. I mean, Jeff Jarrett didn't have some nice stuff to say about MJF in the media.
Ooh. Well, you know what? On that note, we're gonna move right along to the the match we talked about earlier with Jay Lethal and Wayne for the Ring of Honor Championship. So it was a great match. It was a
Nick
great
Wayne,
match.
Nick Wayne is growing on me. I actually like his music.
Yeah.
I was annoyed when Christian decided to usurp it with his own music. Not that Christian's music isn't okay, but let the man's have his time. I think Nick Wayne's really grown as like a performer and also in the
Yeah.
ring. And I do think that I like that they're kind of building him to stand on his own now, and I do feel like it's time. And I
Yeah,
like
I agree.
basically the premise of this match because Jay Lethal, longest reigning Ring of Honor TV champion, and then you have the youngest ever champion. So
Yes.
he's kind of proving himself against a veteran. So I thought that this was a good match. I thought this was a good segment. And yeah, Nick
And
Wayne's
that's
grown.
such
He
a
makes that
sweet,
babyface turn, and he turns on the patriarch. I'll be cheering.
I know. I that's gotta happen, right? It's just got to. And then that sweet, sweet family moment they had after the match for mom and dad, everybody.
What about you think? Is this match going to be good? Moose versus Moxley. Moose from TNA.
Oh,
To let you in on a little secret, I've never seen Moose wrestle, so I have no idea. They need to use Jay Lethal more. He is underrated. He is.
He is. I just don't know how much he actually is going to be wrestling
He's old.
nowadays.
He's on the older side.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, next we find out that the request from Samoa Joe for the steel cage match is granted by Tony Khan for Double or Nothing. So we will see that. And then our main card event is going to be between Alex Fletcher, and Hangman Page. So let me run one last commercial while
You,
we get Mad Dog out here.
it's Kyle Fletcher, but you
What?
said Alex
I don't
Fletcher.
even know what I said. Alex Fletcher. You know what? That was my neighbor growing up. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, really? Alex Fletcher?
But you know what? Kyle Fletcher.
Hi,
Hmm.
Alex.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. All right, we will be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are going to bring in our buddy here, Mr. Mad Dog, for our main card event. You ready
Send
to
it.
go, Mad Dog?
Send it to me, Charmaine. Oh, sorry. I'm covering the Mad Dog. There we go.
Hi guys, what's up?
There's our Mad Dog. How
Yes,
are you?
First of
Mad Dog.
all,
All right.
I want to say a couple things. First of all, just bravo to the Young Bucks, the best EVPs in the world. I didn't get to do that last week, but I want to do it this week because
A
their
round
match
of applause.
was half of the show. And what a great match that was. I just want to throw that out there right now. I've been dying to say that all show long because Young Bucks, they're fantastic, okay? One of the best all time. Second of all, look what I'm wearing. Get yours now. I'm wearing my UPR shirt. I don't know what happened.
Yours
I'll
is
slip
coming
on my
soon.
Ryback shirt, okay?
But I am
Yours
wearing
should
the
be there
merch. I
by
got it today.
next
So
week.
I am getting I got mine. I got, it's really cool. I got a little patch here of my
Yeah.
logo. So thank you, Cactus Katie. Again, she's the one who made the shirt. So thank you for that. And what a
I
main
coordinated
event.
it.
Okay. And what about Kyle Fletcher? He looks fantastic. He is the man. I think he might become the future of this company. Him and Will Oceanspray. So, yeah.
My God.
Too
Wow,
much.
Mad Dog.
To the future of AEW.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
Yeah,
welcome.
he is.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for that.
Thank you. No, thank you for having me on. I did want to get to Sheriff's comment, though, about Jeff Jarrett. Apparently, they might be starting up the feud between him and MJF again after this whole Hurt Business thing wraps up. And I think that's what it is, because according to WrestleZone, there was a thing here saying, the article here, I should say, that he shot at MJF. So it is a work, pretty much. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
They're gonna turn into a story, I guess, after he fails at this Hurt Business thing, which I think is so silly. He's trying to prove himself when Cedric Alexander's out there as a free agent right now, and he's in talks with the company. As crazy as it sounds, I know.
Well,
Why
can't all of them be in her business?
I think they only had room for 4, right? I think that's what MVP was saying tonight, right? And now Yeah, I don't see it. I do see MJF versus Jeff Jarrett at Double or Nothing, though. I do see that.
Maybe that's the person he hurts. He tries to hurt.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Sorry, MJF. You're out of a car and a watch. No Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt
Yep. I don't think
Syndicate's
he's ever
loving
going to join
though.
it.
They're loving that. They're loving it.
Ugh.
Anyways,
All right. Well, you know what?
will you-
Tonight's main card event is Kyle Fletcher,
Kyle.
and
Yeah.
I know I said it earlier too. Kyle Fletcher versus
Yeah.
Mr. Hangman Page. I texted the sheriff and I was like, I really want to see Hangman go on here, but I don't know if Kyle Fletcher, if the storyline is going to allow for it. And
I know why
you
you
know what
said
her
that
response
too.
was?
Because I too was like, they might give it to Kyle. I part of me, especially during the match, I was like, maybe.
I know. I was, and then when Hangman won, I was shocked. I was shocked. Were you shocked, Mando?
No, not at all. He's best for business, right? Kyle Fletcher is the future, okay? He's the future. Him and Will Ospreay, that's his real name, by the way, are the future of AEW, okay? But
Yes, he's
like
the
I said
future.
earlier, you
He
know,
did.
it is the fact of that Hangman and Page is best for business, obviously, going forward. Obviously.
Ding dong, you wrong. You
Obviously.
fucking John Monkey suck.
Okay, Charmaine.
Love
I
those
hear
young
you.
bucks. I love those young bucks.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, better than Hangman. Yeah.
Oh,
I agree. Yeah, I agree 100%. Hangman was
I
always
would love
win this match.
Hangman to get. Yeah,
No,
I would
don't think
love to
this is
see
gonna happen. He's
Hangman.
not winning. He's not winning this tournament. I said it once. I'll say it again. Will Ospreay. Most over man in this company right now. Is
I
Will Ospreay.
love Osprey's music. I will say
Yeah.
that.
His
He's got
whole
amazing
persona,
music.
the whole getup
Yeah.
is fantastic. And that's why he's the number
you're not
one
wrong.
seller on the AEW right now.
The number
Even
one
passing
I
Kenny
don't doubt
Omega, which
You
is
said
crazy.
the number one what?
A merchandise
Seller.
seller for AEW right now, actually. Even passing Kenny Omega.
And Kenny
Wow.
sells a lot of merch. So
He does. Young
Well,
Bucks
you know
are
what?
fifth
You guys
right
can
now,
get
by
your
the way.
UPR merchandise now by
There you
emailing us or
go.
contacting us.
There you
But
go.
Practice Kenny, the number one merch seller on UPR.
Yeah.
trying. All
I'm
right.
there.
Well, you know what?
Oh, there you go.
Even though that was our main card event, there's really not that much to say other than, and it was an amazing match.
Well,
It was an amazing match.
you know, Hangman will be facing Will Ospreay for the next part of
Yes.
the tournament. This was the semifinals of the Owen Hart, so him versus Ospreay will be the finals of the Owen Hart.
My God.
Which you will give them an ability, a title match at Double or Nothing.
You mean fall in July?
The winner will get a title match.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Well,
they're
nothing
having
will
the
be
match at
Joe.
Double or Nothing, right?
Yeah, Double or Nothing will be Joe and John.
What? No, that's Beach Break in 2 weeks. And Steel Cage.
Oh wait, that's
Johnny
Beach
Joe.
Break?
Yeah, that's Beach Break in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Steel Cage. That's confirmed now. They actually just broke it.
Okay.
Tony Khan just tweeted out like 10 minutes ago. Confirmed. Steel Cage match now. Yeah.
Oh wait, actually,
Yeah, it
you're
is a
right.
Steel Cage
I was
match.
mixing. Yeah,
Yep.
I was mixing
Yep.
that up actually. Well, Ospreay
So-
going to All In. It was best for.
I agree.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
That's
Because
so
here's
funny.
what they're gonna do. They're gonna do Hangman versus Ospreay at Double or Nothing. Whoever wins will go to Fall in July.
It's not falling at all.
Yes, it is. 100%.
Not after that WrestleMania. I'm not doing that no more.
Hey, I'm not defending them neither. They have $500 tickets.
Hey, y'all
to
got
shows,
Pat McAfee.
So I'm not
Y'all got
defending
Pat-
them neither.
y'all got-
I can't
no, no,
defend
no, no.
AEW no more neither, Sheriff.
Y'all got Pat McAfee.
I'm a TNA
wrestling
guy now, okay?
on your
We'll start
That
me on
counts.
TNA
TNA
show.
You do know TNA is
I
the E now, right?
believe in Joe Hendry. Come on. I
The
Oh my
believe
Bookers
in
did
God.
Joe
believe in Joe
Hendry.
Hendry. He got an argument.
Oh
He
Listen,
was on
Lord.
NXT last night.
You
He was on
just say
NXT
his
last
name
night.
and he
There
appears.
he is. That's so cool. That's so
it's
cool.
like
We have that.
magic.
It's
He
so
does
cool.
appear.
He's champion, by the way. Great
Wave
champion.
your
Better
hand.
champion than
Really?
Moxley, by the
Side
way.
to
Better
side.
champion than Moxley. He'll
Moxley
actually
wouldn't go out
defend
like
it.
that versus Randy Orton. That's all I'm saying.
Moxley
Not in
probably
front of no
would win
60,000
against
people.
Randy Orton, Sheriff.
He would, exactly. He's that.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
he would lose
All
to
right.
Seth
Well,
and
you know
Roman, though.
what time it is? You know what time it is, guys? It is.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi. It is the news with Mad Dog.
All right. Here we go. This Sheriff's gonna love this one, by the way, because it's defending AEW, which, like I said, really can't no more. I'm gonna ready
We
to
love
switch to
it.
TNA.
Beautiful.
AEW Grand Slam officially sold out arena in Mexico, according to PW Insider. So yeah, this is big news. Apparently, they sold out this show. They announced it a while back. A lot of luchadors will be on
Wow.
this. But also combating Grand Slam Mexico, you have, of course, the partnership with AAA, WWE, Worlds
Not a
Collide,
partnership.
and the
Yes.
NXT. Well, a buyout, I should say.
Ownership.
But a buyout, actually.
And the TNA one will soon
um,
not be a partnership, but keep
I
going.
think TNA will be a partnership. It's one of the best partnerships I've seen with
They're gonna be
WWE in a
purchased.
long time. I maybe a year from now, maybe 2
Yeah.
years from now, but I don't see that happening.
They
PW
got to
Insider
recoup their money
also
first.
PW Insider also notes here that creative plans are still in place for Alexa Bliss to basically lead the new Wyatt Six faction, even with Bo Dallas's injury. So apparently that's going to happen on SmackDown. And this might happen when Bo Dallas returns. They don't really know. No one really knows. All the sources are saying, all the dirt sheets are saying it's gonna happen eventually, but we don't know. A lot of them predicting maybe towards SummerSlam. I don't know, give and take. A bunch of that, bodyslam.net said this whole thing with Gunther, by the way, is a work. He actually requested some time off with this new contract, apparently, because he was on, a podcast a couple weeks ago talking about his contract. He actually requested time off after WrestleMania. So the whole thing getting suspended, Pat McAfee, that whole thing is actually just Gunther trying to take some time off. This next story I have actually is PW Nexus and Body Slam also report about Asuka returning. They think she can return right around, hopefully, maybe right after Backlash, which I'm very excited to see. I always like Asuka. She got hurt, I think, a knee injury, I think last year around Backlash. So it sucks. She's been out for almost a year, and I'm excited to see her back. And this last one, I know Cactus is gonna love this. Cactus is gonna love this one. This is great. Our boy Adam Copout was on a podcast the other day talking about his retirement plans. Now, your boy Adam Cope is going to be around for a couple more years, he said. So here we go. So Adam Copeland, or Copout, that's what I call him, right? Reveals he's going to be retiring soon. He was on a podcast the other day. I believe the First Up podcast. I don't know how to say their names. I apologize. But he does say he's 51 right now, and he only wants to go to 53. So
Didn't he also
we were
say
only going to get a
that
couple years.
after a
of
match,
it.
it takes him a week to walk regularly?
Right. It
Oh my
mentions
gosh.
that too, about how he has to do so much yoga after he's limping after a
Yoga.
match. Correct. Yes. Him and Beth Phoenix do a lot of yoga, apparently.
Well,
That is
That's all I got.
well, good for him. At least he has-
Yes, I agree, but he's still a cop out, and no matter what, not a fan. Obviously.
he
So,
will.
but I like Christian though.
Well,
Go Christian. He was on tonight. Great, he did great. So yeah.
Edge is Mr. Steal Your Girl, so be careful.
Indeed. And that's all I got. So.
All right. Well, you know what, guys?
Oh
If
wait, I
you
got
didn't
one more
know,
thing. I
oh
do have
my
to share.
goodness.
I do have to share this. So, as everybody knows, I've been covering a story for months and months and months on end about a certain
Really?
wrestler that, went to WWE. Is actually going to be a match on Friday. I'm very excited for this, and I'm now a proud owner of an Aleister Black t-shirt, and I am a man of my word, Sheriff. I will wear the t-shirt on the show when I get it. So,
Oh,
I did buy the Aleister Black t-shirt when he showed up. I watched the show so many times back, and I do remember saying I will buy a shirt. I bought a shirt. So
Yeah, I was
yes.
like, well,
I'm
first
a
of all,
man of
where's
my
the
word.
Malachi Black shirt? Where's the
I
Alice
don't
Black
have
shirt?
that, but Aleister Black, I got one. And by the way,
You
it's a
said I
number one
will
seller.
buy one.
I said when he goes to WWE, I will buy an Aleister Black t-shirt.
Wait, is it a number one seller?
Yeah, it was one of the.
How long was it a number one seller?
It lasted all week until the John Cena stuff came out on Monday morning before Raw.
John Cena, the boogeyman of merch.
He wants to destroy wrestling,
Seriously.
It's not working. He's
Ooh.
only destroying bank accounts, selling merch. His wife
Right?
was a champion, and now he's
I
back.
brought the
Oh yeah, I
championship.
saw that. Did they put
Wow.
the title on Zelina Vega to
They
throw
did.
her a
They
bone
did.
after her husband joined the company? They're saying, yo, we're sorry we were tripping. We literally fired
No.
you.
It's Chelsea Green requested time off, so
Oh, so she got like
I love
a
Chelsea Green.
she
Yeah.
that's why she did this whole goodbye tweet saying bye. Everyone thinks she's leaving. She's not leaving. She's signed with the company for like another 3 years. People do the research like I
Yeah.
do. She's with the company for another 3 years. She's just taking a bit of a break. They need, she's been on the roster for how long, and she's been running with this whole story of the whole
With the
U.S.
title.
champion for a while. Yes, and now she deserves to play just like Gunther, who had the belt for almost a damn year. So
I got a question for the Mad Dog. Where's
Uh-oh.
Mariah going? If she's
Where's
going
Mariah May?
Yeah. So,
Hey, it's Mariah May. You may know me as The Glamour, and you're watching Unpopular Review.
We found her.
Queen, I love her.
We
right.
found her.
So here's the deal. Right here's the
Uh-oh.
scoop. Here's the information I have. It's happening. She's going to the E. A lot of these dirt sheets, whatever you want to call them, wrestling researchers, I call it, whatever you want
The
to
dirt
say.
sheets.
They have said she is going to the E. Triple H made her a big offer. From what I've heard, it's big.
I'm not surprised. And it's big
and
for a
the
reason.
contract, according to one source, I'm not going to say it here, but according to one source, the contract is up in June.
Well, then that means that he
That's
can't
next
make a
month.
contract offer to her yet. But the report I saw is that they're prepared to make her a strong offer.
Right.
when it's
And they're thinking by SummerSlam they'll have that nailed down, but that's past
But
the
they want
90-day
her.
window. Yeah, they
Is the
did. Oh yeah,
They want her.
Oh
As
yeah,
they should. Listen.
But the roster's
But I'll tell you
overcrowded,
something
man.
else.
That's the
Mariah,
problem.
listen. I don't care where she goes. She'll be fine. But Mariah,
Mm-hmm.
don't let them think that you have to go to the E. You can stay in AEW and it would be totally fine. We love you, girl.
The thing is, the numbers are not there, Sheriff.
What numbers?
This is the issue. You're
What
paying
numbers? Are you talking about the payment?
AEW is paying Mercedes Moné these big bucks. She's gonna get 5 belts at Fall In. We know that. That's a fact. I looked it up already. She's already 4 belts, Money Moné, and she's gonna get 5 in Fall In, right? So now
money's never an issue in AEW.
yeah, he coughed up a lot of money for a Mercedes. So now
I'm not mad at her. She
Right.
would thrive in WWE.
and that's according to Paige's book. If you go listen to Paige's book, the reason why she left is because not just creative issues, but it was also a lack of money. So yes, they're not paying the people well over here.
Wait, hold on. That's not a lack of money. Them not wanting to pay her doesn't mean they lacked money. It means that they didn't want to pay her what she wanted. That's two different things. WWE didn't want to pay Swerve Strickland what he wanted. Does that mean they lack money? You see, it's not the same thing.
No, you're right. You're right. Like I
Like, why would I be paying all of that for? Hold on, that's gonna sound like shade. I love Paige or Soraya, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
but she's not. I'm not paying her more than Mariah. I'm not paying
Mercedes.
her more than Mercedes.
I
That's
mean,
personally.
like I said, she
Ooh.
wanted this paycheck. The AEW wasn't going to give it, and they said we're going to put all this time, effort, and money into Mercedes. That's what they're doing. And that is it working? I think it's working. It's selling asses. She's putting asses in seats, as you know. The Rock always says, you got to fill them.
And
seats.
I think people are because I
But-
think Mina also said, how do you say her last name? Shanakawa.
Yeah,
Mina said
close
she
enough.
signed with AEW because she wanted to work with Mercedes. So
Right.
and Mercedes seems to be doing she seems to do that. She seems to be involved with a lot of the recruiting.
Oh yeah, they're
both
actually
the men
getting this
and
other
women.
girl too. Yeah.
She was
They're
even in the
getting this-
meeting with
Wow.
Shane McMahon, which was
Right.
interesting.
Right. And they're getting this other girl too. I don't know her name, but apparently she's big on the indie. She's actually did a little bit with TNA.
Oh, nice.
She might be coming over to AEW too now, and that was also because of Mercedes again. So Mercedes bringing everybody over. By the way,
Love
but
that.
people are
Nice.
leaving the company. Aleister Black, Paige, Mariah May. It just shows you the
Mariah
dominoes
May
are
hasn't
falling.
left yet. Don't do
Britt
that. She
Baker's
hasn't left
being
yet.
held hostage.
She didn't ask for her release. There's no hostage.
Britt
Oh my
Baker's
God.
being held hostage once again.
Well, why is
Oh, Lord. Well, you know what, guys? You know what we do have here at AEW? A lot of shows. Okay. Uh, you know what? Mike Knox used to be on Monday nights, but now is on Tuesday mornings. Now, Monday nights, we still have the Raw review show with these three boys. Tuesday morning, we have the Mike Knox show. Tuesday evening, we have NXT with our girl Barbara and those boys. Wednesday, you will find us on AEW Dynamite. On Thursday, you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be a prediction show. It could be a top five thing. Who knows what those are going to bring? But you know what? We also have SmackDown Penetrationary on Saturday, and then maybe Collision. Depends. We'll see how this goes on
We'll be there.
Saturday nights as
I'll,
well.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll host it by myself if I have
We'll
to.
be there Saturday night for sure.
I will be back Saturday night.
No. And then you also at UPR have a UPR entertainment side. So if you like more of the entertainment over the wrestling, there's some unpopular review stuff for you as well. So please like, subscribe, join our Patreon, join our YouTube channel. YouTube it up, guys. Any final words, you guys? Peace out from
Buy
Sheriff.
the merch. Buy the merch.
But
Ooh.
we got the merch
Yeah,
representing
yeah,
here and
yeah,
Mad Dog.
yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I'm good.
all right, guys.
Follow me on Twitter/X under Mad Dog. You know, I have all the latest wrestling news. I'll retweet it all. So just follow me there. Yeah. And see you guys Saturday for Collision. Don't forget, 10:15. I'll be there. New Jersey this weekend.
Sounds
It's gonna
good.
be fun. I didn't go too much money.
Ooh, nice.
Too much money for the hotel.
Yeah,
That was the
it's
issue.
to eat.
Tickets were fine. Right. This is the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets were not that much. It was the hotel. The hotel was down there in Atlantic City. They're crazy numbers, man.
Atlantic
Well,
City
it's
has
about to be high
not
season.
what it used to be.
I
Yeah.
agree. I've been there a
Sheriff,
couple
any
times.
last minute?
Any
Any
last
last
words?
minute says? Any last words?
Mm-mm.
Peace out.
Bye,
All right, guys. Good night. See you guys
We
next
miss
week.
Jericho.
Nope. Bye.